that insight. Please stay with us as we come back to you. Now, moving on, an Indian man accused of plotting to kill a Sikh separatist leader in New York has pleaded guilty in U.S. federal court. Nikhil Gupta admitted to murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder, and money laundering. He now faces up to 40 years in prison. Prosecutors say the target was Gurpatwant Singh Pannun, an American citizen and a leading advocate for the Khalistan movement, which calls for an independent Sikh homeland in India. U.S. authorities alleged Gupta was directed by an Indian government official and tried to hire a hitman who turned out to be an undercover agent. India has strongly denied any involvement, but Pannun says the guilty plea confirms a state-sponsored assassination plot on American soil. The case is now raising serious diplomatic and security questions across 3 countries. Now we welcome back Ambassador Suresh Goyal. He's a former Indian diplomat, joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for staying with us. Now, looking at this, as the allegations are made even to connection to government of India, what are we to make of this?
I think this question will be going into purely speculative kind of an answer. I know when a person like Nikhil Gupta or anybody who's being tried in the US court pleads guilty, it is a matter of long negotiations between the legal authorities in the USA and the person on trial or the attorneys who are representing the person on trial. So in this case also, it must have been a long negotiation, and the terms of what the US legal authorities have agreed to in return for him to plead guilty are not known. So we know that he has pleaded guilty, but does it mean a reduced kind of a sentence for him? Does it mean the other allegations of links or supported by the Indian security agencies or at the incitation by the Indian security agencies, are those going to remain on the books of the US legal authorities? Is not at all clearly known. But what I do hope is that given the important relationship between India and the USA, that the security agencies from India will not be dragged into the case unnecessarily at the expense of the relationship.
Right. And,
Yes.
and Ambassador Goyal, this Khalistan topic or news comes in with not just between India and US, but Canada and India, and also New Zealand and India's relationship. How do you think this is evolving or affecting international relations of India?
As I said, Canada has already, of course, has already announced the Sikh for Justice as the terrorist organization, and therefore any action against the representatives or the people belonging to that organization will not make any legal case against India. So I think Canada, New Zealand also is not pursuing the case very vigorously, and they realize that there is very little by way of evidence in those cases to state without any doubt firmly that Indian agencies were involved in the cases. That leaves only the USA for the time being, and let us see what actually the whole part of the deal is in this case, and whether the USA will be taking out any involvement by the Indian security agencies in the case as a matter of the final prosecution.
With that, I'd like to thank Ambassador Suresh Goyal for joining us and sharing that insight. Thank you very much. Now we move on to Trump. President